Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm back on the air. Sorry it's been a little bit, but, real life kind of took a front seat there for a little bit. Been browsing some of the videos that I missed. I've been out for about 3 months. Had a bad experience with my former roommate. He's a fucking asshole and a swindler. But at any rate, but I'm back over at Simple Mom's house and, just doing my thing, man. Still working, still getting stuff done. Okay, now I'm going to touch on a subject that's been going around lately, and it's the subject of a race war, possible race war in America. And it was spurred on by the shooting death of Trayvon Martin, a 16, 17-year-old kid in Florida. Now, let me make something perfectly clear. From everything I understand from the case, the kid was unarmed, he was not in the commission of a crime, and this guy, George Zimmerman, gunned him down. Okay, George Zimmerman, you're a fuck-up. All right, you are a fuck-up. You make the rest of us people who are licensed to carry and people who are firearms enthusiasts and self-defense advocates, you make the rest of us look bad. And I'm glad you're in jail. I really am. Okay. Now the opportunists, the vultures in this situation are Reverend Al Sharpton and Reverend the hell is his name? I don't know. I can't even remember his name. Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. That's what they are. Yeah. But these are the people that really profit from racism. They don't want to put an end to racism because then they won't have a forum to speak on. Then they'll stop making money. Then they'll stop profiting and their friends will stop profiting. They profit off the tension. Okay, so I personally am not going to participate in any kind of race war or anything like that. I'll protect myself all day long. But I'm not going to take a side on any kind of racial tension or anything like that. But I'd like to touch on something real quick. I saw a video by Smoking Joe Trainer, Andrew. You guys know him, and who else? What else was his name? I forgot what his new account is. But he said that a lot of the military is waking up, a lot of the police are waking up, and he's hearing talk amongst certain of the more elite units that sounds like they're not going to cooperate with an NDAA, which is another video I'm going to make, National Defense Authorization Act, with any NDAA orders that come down to activate camps or do anything like that. And that's good. That's good news. That really is. And I've come to the conclusion that a brute force takeover using our own military and using our own police forces is probably not going to happen because they've underestimated the intelligence and the humanity of those that wear the uniform and wear the badge. You know what I mean? Now, the Occupy Wall Street movement showed some pretty heinous crap, but the rule of law is still in place, at least for the most part. And the officers that sprayed those unarmed protesters, they're going to answer for it. I pray to God that they do, because that is a bunch of crap. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with everything the Occupy movement has to do, because there are a lot of like communists and anarchists and stuff like that out there. No, that's not me. That's not me at all. But they have a right. The people who are protesting Wall Street's corruption and protesting the bailing out of corporations, massive corporations and banks and stuff like that. What people got to realize is that the Occupy movement and the Tea Party movement and the militia movement, we don't have to be enemies. We're not. If you look at what we stand for, we're not enemies. We're not enemies. We're standing against different forms of corruption, and that's good. And the federal government's hitting it from all sides. They're getting hit by the Tea Party because they're not conservative enough. They're getting hit by the Occupy movement because of the bailouts. And that's how it started. So, I mean, they're getting hit with political pressure from all sides. So now what's going on? They see an opportunity to seize the day and distract people from what's going on, distract people what they're doing, and all of a sudden talk of a race war pops up. So they're distracting people with that, and the only way, see, they're losing control. They're starting to see that people are waking up and they're protesting the corruption that they see from both sides, left, right, whatever, neutral. So what do? They seize on an opportunity to hit things from a different angle, the racial issue. I personally, I could give a crap about race. I try to take people as they come. I treat people as they act and whatever like that. If I don't like you, I don't give a crap what color you are. I'm going to tell you I don't like you. If I do like you, I don't give a crap what color you are. You'll probably become my friend. But this whole racial tension crap, it's don't participate. Don't give it the time of day. Don't give it the time of day. The people that I heard, like the new Black Panther Party or something like that, calling for blood in the streets and kill Whitey and this and that. Why is this guy still walking around free? Why is this guy still walking around free? If a member of the KKK had called for open, overt violence against people of color, he'd probably be in jail right now. Why is it okay for one person to say something because he's of one color and another person to say something because not okay for one person to say something because he's of another color? That's differentiating between color. That's racism. Okay, now this freaking Black Panther guy, you know what, man? You're a fucking part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You know, you keep spouting off at the mouth and stuff like that. You don't know what you're asking for. Be careful what you fucking wish for. Because there's a lot more people who don't give a crap about race. And there's a lot, let's face it, there's a lot of European people of European descent, i.e. white people, who don't care about race, but you're going to force them to care if you keep pushing. And you're way fucking outnumbered. You are way fucking outnumbered. I'm sorry. As for me, I'm brown. I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm not white. I'm brown. My neighbors are white. I got a neighbor down the street who's Asian. And you know what? We're going to band together. It doesn't matter what color we are. So if trouble comes our way, it's about neighborhoods. It's about communities and stuff like that. It's not about race. That's just garbage, man. You know, so if you're calling for a race war, be careful what you wish for because you're going to lose. You know, if you're a Black Panther and you're calling for racial cleansing or whatever the hell you call it, you know, you want to kill white people or kill anybody like that, you're calling for a mass violence genocide against anybody, you're going to lose because we've already been there. There was the riots here back in the 60s. There was the Rodney King riots. There was the whole business of, you know, racial cleansing over in Europe. I mean, through various decades. You know what I mean? We've already seen what kind of damage that can do to a country. So don't even bother. Don't even bother. They are trying to distract you from the real problem by throwing a false fear of a race war in your face. Keep your eyes on the fucking prize there, and that is the corruption in Washington D.C. and that is the corruption in your various state houses. Stay focused. Don't get distracted with this race war bullshit. It is a bunch of fucking crap. All right. Like I said, George Zimmerman. I'm sorry, bro. You're going down. You're a piece of shit. You should not have shot that kid. Just saying. All right, next video is going to be on the National Defense Authorization Act and the possibility, again, I'm going to reiterate the possibility of a brute force takeover.